Good evening and welcome to Lake George for our annual Soccer Under the Lights. In honor of former Lake George boys and girls soccer coach Mike McLaughlin, we are raising funds for the Fight Like Mike campaign. 100% of the proceeds go directly to the C.R. Wood Cancer Center at Glens Falls Hospital. Coach McLaughlin loved the game of soccer. He took great pride in using it as a vehicle to teach his athletes life lessons that would serve them well beyond their soccer careers. His players were inspired by his courage in battling cancer and coined the phrase, "Fight like Mike." Coach McLaughlin said it takes a team to beat cancer and was proud that assisting others in their fight against cancer would be a legacy the soccer programs would dedicate themselves to in his honor. On behalf of the McLaughlin family and the Lake George soccer programs, we thank you for your generous support of this cause. Donations can still be made at the main entrance. We'd like to welcome the visitors from Bolton, Warrensburg. Number 1, senior Ethan Scott. Number 2, senior AJ Moore. Number 3, freshman Jace Hubert. Number 4, sophomore Lewis Lang. Number 5, sophomore Shane Mowry. Number 6, senior Justin Rusha. Number 7, senior Daitlin DeMarsh. Number 8, senior Jack Putney. Number 9, junior Tyler Trowbridge. Number 10, senior Dante Corvo. Number 11, sophomore Sullivan Eager. Number 12, senior Stas Whittico. Number 13, senior Charlie Miller. Number 14, junior Tanner Monroe. Number 15, junior Addison Kelly. Number 16, sophomore Dennis Galusha. Number 18, junior Colton Bell. Number 19, sophomore Cameron Hunt Allen. Number 20, sophomore Kazmir Krylotsky. Number 21, junior Nathaniel Robinson. Number 22, senior Trace McGrath. Number 23, sophomore Keith Sonley. And number 24, senior Andres Kupkowski. Bolton Warrensburg is coached by Rob Thomas, assisted by Todd Markham. And now for your Lake George Warriors. Number 1, senior Header Tariq. Number 3, sophomore Chris Henry. Number 4, junior Cam Wofield. Number 5, freshman Braden Collier Fisher. Number 7, freshman James Richard. Number 10, junior captain Jack Sullivan. Number 11, freshman Thomas Coles. Number 12, sophomore Ryer Skimmerhorn. Number 13, junior captain Nick Wegman. Number 14, sophomore Zach Reichenbach. Number 15, sophomore Jackson Doster. Number 20, sophomore Jack Welch. Number 22, sophomore Aiden Chrysler. Number 23, sophomore Emmett Conley. Number 24, junior Deacon Frost. Number 25, junior Jack Clark. Number 37, senior Dustin Joseph Sharp. Number 41, freshman Colton Shepard. Number 45, sophomore Nick Haverly. Number 48, senior Captain Brad Ursig. The Warriors are coached by Blake White, assisted by Brian Farnell and Mike Grasso. This time, please ask that you rise for the playing of the national anthem.
BSPN and WCSN. Welcome to tonight's live soccer action here on BSPN. It is Bolton Warrensburg taking on Lake George. Here comes your Bolton Warrensburg's boys varsity soccer team. And here come the Lake George Warriors.
Home score 1, and then that's it. I don't have to do anything else.
Should be a great game here tonight at Lake George Stadium.
Fran said he thought there were more kids than there. Maybe the other way. There you go.
40 minutes on the clock and we are underway. My name is Frank.
Frank,
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
We
I
are
appreciate
always
that.
impressed with the quality and the fact that you're into it. The BSPN, I love that. I love that.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much. I
for
appreciate
years,
that.
you are the gold standard for everybody videotaping.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind
I
words.
told Margaret that all the time.
Yeah.
We want to steal him, but she's like, no, that's not happening.
Thank you very much. Well, don't mind me talking.
Do whatever you do. If you need to say it loud, I'll try and stay quiet most of the time.
All right, cool.
That's a serious setup.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Nice save by Brad. So good save by Brad. Just started here at Lake George High. 3 minutes in. Good kick from Andrew Moore and headed it out of bounds. So the yellow lines are the boundary markers here tonight. Again, a throw-in for BW. And too far. Up, the call on Andrew back. AJ Moore, number 2 senior captain. AJ gonna throw it in. Lake George wearing a different uniform. Kind of the black and white uniforms tonight. Bolton Warrensburg, if you notice, are wearing their home uniform. As we got a corner coming up for Bolton Warrensburg. AJ Moore back to take the kick. Here comes low kick and off of Lake George, so it'll be another corner for AJ Warrensburg. Good ball, right in the, and off of Lake George, and no, they're calling it. Last touch. Bolton Warrensburg, so it'll be a goal kick for Lake George. Bolton Warrensburg retreats back. Starting lineups for Lake George. Number 1, Hader Cole. Number 3, Chris Henry. This is Bolton Warrensburg putting pressure. Out of bounds. Cam Wolfield, number 4. Number 5 is Brandon Fisher. Number 7, James Richards. Number 10, senior or excuse me, junior and captain Jack Sullivan. Thomas Cole, number 11. Ryder. Sherman Horn, number 12. And it looks like we got a foul. Free kick for BW. Andrew Moore gonna take it to the net. Ooh, just wide. Nick Wagman, number 13. Jackson Dosser, number 15. Jack Welch, number 20. Aiden Kressler, number 22. Dustin Sharp, number 37. And Brad Krieg, the keeper for Lake George, the Warriors. Starting lineups for Bolton Warrensburg. Number 1, Ethan Scott, senior. Number 2, AJ Moore, senior and captain. Number 3, Jace Hubert. Number 4, Lewis Lang. As I get my notes straight, number 6, senior Justin Arusha. Number 10, Dante Corrival. Number 7, Dalton Dimash, there he is right now with the ball, center court, trying to give it to AJ, but it gets shut down. Colton Bell with a hit, and he's going to get called. Colton Bell, Jr., crowd didn't appreciate that. Gets the call, and a free kick coming up right about the 50-yard line. Good kick. Dante trying to get that, and he's got it. Now Arusha going up. Continuing with starting lineups for Bolton Warrensburg. Number 9, Tyler Drobage, defense. Tanner Monroe, number 14. And rounding out starting lineups for your Bolton Warrensburg is Keith Sonley, the keeper. First year varsity player, doing an excellent job. Tyler will take the kick. There it goes. High in the air, settling it. Now Lewis Lang coming up. Going to Ethan Scott, near side now. Getting pressured hard. Here he goes. Saves it. Oh, missed the kick there. And that means it's a corner for Lake George. Goal kick. I'm sorry, for Lake George. Nice save. Dustin able to keep that in balance. Now Jace sending it upfield. He's got Ethan. Ethan trying to run it down. Brings it and across. Too much. Lewis gonna save it. Coming back to the goal, in the box, right, and I think Brad had a kick on it and clears it out of the box. Good save from Brad, the senior captain on this Lake George team. Well, Bolton Warrensburg still undefeated in the league and overall. Looking to keep that record going. Of course, for Lake George, we like to stop that. They're coming out hard. Good save, but no, called out. And crowd into it tonight. You can hear them. This one rolled out of bounds again. Colton got to come back a little bit. Oh, Warrensburg trying to score early here. Lake George, they are 7-5 overall. AJ Moore going to send it. Sorry, we got the poles in the way. So we kind of got a temporary scaffolding that we're on. Oh, close right there. Shot and scores. Jace Hubert with the goal. Big shot. And Bolton Warrensburg now out front, 1-0. Here's the replay. Nice cross. Jace settles it, shoots, and off of Brad, and in the net. So Bolton Warrensburg out front. 27 minutes and 50 seconds officially. Now Lake George will throw it. Nick is going to throw it in for Lake George. Throws it in the middle. And a whistle. And it's against Bolton Warrensburg. So they reach, against Lake George. So Bolton Warrensburg will take the free kick. AJ Moore sending it right to the box. And Brad scoops it up. Jack sending it and out of bounds. So Bolton Warrensburg up early here in the first half. Jace Hubert with the goal. And putting pressure already. Well, continuing to put pressure on now. Dante in the corner. Corner now for Bolton Warrensburg. So AJ Moore gonna take the ball to the corner. Meanwhile, the rest of his teammates setting up, trying to find an open spot. Lake George manning up. Good kick. Oh, Brad had hands on it. And cleared out by his defense. Wow. And a whistle. No goal. We're stopping the clock, it looks like. And it looks like officials are talking to Dante. Not sure what happened there, but it looks like it's going to be a free kick for BW. So AJ's going to take this kick. from about 30 yards from the goal. He's going to the net, but it's over the goal and between the uprights. A.J. Moore. Do we count that as 3 points? No.
You didn't do that!
Play continues now. Here comes AJ. Going to the far side. Good defending though. By Lake George. Now Jack Clock with the ball, and that one goes into the BW side. Out of bounds. Jace gonna toss it in. Once again, out of bounds. This is the senior game for Lake George. We will be honoring their seniors at halftime. Now Dalton passing it back to Justin Narusha, and he launches it, trying to find Dante, far corner. Keeping control, keeps it in, but out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Lake George. Lewis with a shot and wide. This one falls on A.J. Moore. He's all over the place tonight, playing both sides it seems like. Throw-in coming up for BW. Lewis back to AJ. He's going to send it. And Brad with another big catch. Tosses it out. Now Lake George coming through. Dalton putting a stop to that. Now Dante with the ball, gets double teamed, but still Bolton with control. Dalton there, gets around, no, not quite yet, tries to loop it in, and here comes Brad, and he just lets it roll out of bounds. Another goal kick coming up. And that was won by BW. Now here comes Lewis Lang. Finding Ethan, looking in the box. Shoots! Headed by the D of Lake George. AJ trying to bring it back, and Brad scoops it up. Stoppage of play. We got some subs coming in for Lake George. Now Tyler Drobridge with the ball. Oh, trying to find Shane Mallory. Too much. Jack Welch going to throw it in as soon as he picks up a ball. Goes back. Now LaRusha launching it to Ethan. He's there, got a bounce. And tried to pass it to himself, instead out of bounds. Here comes Lewis Lang, shoots and blocked. Might have hit Dante. Dante right there. He takes a shot, and Ethan rebounds it in. And Bolton Warrensburg scores again. But no goal. No goal. Ref called a push. And so no goal there. Play continues. Lewis trying to steal the ball, give it back to Dante. He's there. Dante trying to shoot, but getting double teamed. Now ball. Oh, nice save. Moore would have stopped. Oh, gets intercepted by Thomas. Colton stepping up. And stoppage of play. Both teams are subbing now. Hubert back in. Looks like Dalton gonna take a seat.
I know.
AJ skying it out of bounds. So score is still 1-0.
I know that. I need Kyle up here. I need Kyle up here.
Bolton Warrensburg with 17. Oh, look at that. Two teammates collide, going for same real estate. Nice ball by Jack Sullivan, but no one home. Ooh. Lewis slips. Kind of cool night. Temperatures are dropping. That means the dew's going to come up. Going to be a little bit slippery out there, especially in the second half.
So I put it on, they waved it off. And now I'm in set time. No.
Nice save from AJ. Now he launches it. And here comes Brad. Ethan right there. And Brad able to scoop it away from Ethan. Close play for Ethan Scott.
That's not the problem that I don't know.
Ball in the middle of the field. Now AJ brings it again up the box. And Brad, he's got it. Big kick. over the 50-yard line. Chris coming in hard. No handball, and now it's out of bounds. Off of Lake George. Colton throwing it, and out of bounds. So Lake George will take their throw in. Ethan now trying to get it, but the defense kicks it out of bounds. Lake George holding back the Bolton Warrensburg offense. So far, even though they scored one, you can see Bolton Warrensburg putting the pressure on. And a quick sub for BW. Dalton coming back in, Dante. Take a little break. And we'll have a throw in. .14 minutes officially on the clock left in the first half. Game's flying. Oh, players go down. Definitely getting physical. Crowd getting into it. A lot of people here tonight.
Oh yeah, they live right there. Yeah, Julie.
As we like to see. Now Lewis tapping it to Dalton. He shoots, and Brad handles it with no problem. Header from Tanner Monroe. Chris tried to kick it back, unsuccessful. Now Jace Hubert coming up the field. AJ Moore, nice move. Going far side to Dalton. Taps around one. Getting through two, taking a shot. Oh, just wide. Ethan looked like he was there. Good effort. And Ethan coming on out. Looks like Dante coming back in. So, goal kick coming up for Lake George. Hey, thanks for watching. Appreciate everyone on. So we got a lot of people watching. Share the video. Still plenty of time in this game. It's 1-0. Bolton Warrensburg still out front. As we saw a handball from Lewis Lang. Lake George with possession. Big shot, just wide. Trying to run it down. Nice save. Jack, he's coming up, takes a shot, and no. So this is game 2 between these two teams. They have played earlier on in the year at Bolton Stadium, with Bolton Warrensburg taking the win. 5-1 was the score there.
Oh, exactly.
Took them a little bit to score, but once they scored, they kept on scoring that game. Taking a little bit now here, as we still are 1-0. Here with 11 minutes to go in the first half.
Good wire. It's either a throw or a kick.
And a push on Lake George. Free kick for BW coming up. So AJ Moore is going to take the kick. It's about 25 yards out from the net. Wall lining up for Lake George. AJ asking to 10, gets it. Settling it, and now let's see what he does. As far as where and kicking it, he's going right to the net, and Brad scoops it up. No problem for Brad, read that all the way. Senior captain Brad. Oh, that's good. Good ball, but Tanner Monroe clears it. And as we mentioned, Phil's getting wet. Players starting to slip. Oh, watch out. Dalton hits one of the Lake George players. That goes out of bounds. And another throw-in. Jace Hubert with the ball back to Dalton. Now coming up through the middle. Lewis tried to turn and shoot, but blocked. Shane bringing it back up the middle. Again, cleared out. And now Lake George trying to gain some momentum. Looks like Jace trying to get that. Shane bringing it back up, no one home. Lewis trying to get to that again. Battling with Nick, and they both go down, no call. Play continues, and Tyler Drobridge just sends it over to the line, and Brad scoops it up, keeps it in bounds. With 8 minutes now left in the half. Huge kick from Brad, well past the 50-yard line. He should be a kicker on the football team. And now Dante looking for that ball, running it. Here he comes, he's got it back out. Sliding is Lake George defending. And that's out of bounds. My apologies, it's hard to see Lake George's numbers tonight. They don't have any numbers on their front. So I gotta get them from the back side. As we got more subs coming in. Ethan back in for Lake George. And subs in for Lake George also. 7 minutes now on the clock. Dante trying to keep it in. No. Go kick. Dante Corriveau, the leading scorer for Bolton Warrensburg. I believe he's at 19 right now. Now Jack looking upfield. Lake George trying to get past the strong defense of Bolton Warrensburg. Having a hard time doing so. Coming in hard, but here comes Brad, and he gets it. Ethan Scott on the charge. Brad picks it up just in time. Now Ethan running back, and he retrieves the ball, passes it over to Jace. Looking for Dante now. Dante going back the other way, trying to find Ethan. Now Shane Mallory in the middle. Now going to the corner, Ethan Scott, but out of bounds. Stay tuned. We'll have the Lake George senior ceremony. That's coming up at halftime. There's a lot of you from Lake George watching. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Now Ethan's stuck in the corner. Breaks free, going through the goal. Brad, did he have hands on it? Yes, he did. So that results in a corner for Bolton Warrensburg. A.J. Moore already there, setting it up. Low kick on the ground. Dalton couldn't slam it and cleared out. Another big boot from Brad. Now Jace Hubert with control, far line. Getting pressured hard. But it looks like Nick still battling. Now Jace able to send it again to Brad. Brad with hands on it. This time throws it out. He throws it just as far as he kicks it. Uh-oh. Almost got past the D, and Tanner Monroe sends it again. Well, Warrensburg with control. Shot from Dalton, and just wide. Another shot on goal for BW with 2 minutes 30 seconds on the clock. Goal kick coming up for Lake George. AJ with the first touch. And you saw it tip off of Lake George, so it'll be Bolton Warrensburg throwing. Dante with the big throw right to the box. No one able to touch it, and Brad once again with hands on it. Too much. Good try from Jack Sullivan. Steal away. Oh, there's a push. Tyler on the ground. No call. Now 1 minute officially on the clock here in the first half. Dalton going to the net. Brad with a save, almost loses it. And wow, did Dante have a kick on it? He did. I think it deflected off of Brad's foot. But they're calling it a goal kick. So did not touch Brad. Now less than 30 seconds here in the first half. We've seen those last second goals. The way these guys are playing. Here we go, right to the net again. AJ Moore with the shot. Brad again picks it up and a monster kick. Gonna run out of time here in the first half. And that is the half. We're at halftime, folks. Bolton Warrensburg out 1-0. So Jace Hubert with the goal. He scored the first goal early in the game. Able to put Bolton Warrensburg out 1-0. And Bolton Warrensburg pretty much in control of the first half. Lake George had tried to get past the defending of Bolton Warrensburg, having some issues. Let's see what they do after halftime. But right now, we're going to have the senior ceremony for Lake George, so stay tuned for that.
Do they do senior day stuff? Can we run it down? Okay. So Brad does kick for the football team.
He does, okay.
Yeah,
Good to know.
He does kickoffs. I heard you say
Good
something
to know.
about it.
I'm like, yeah, he needs
I
to be
didn't
on
want
the
to
football team.
interrupt the broadcast. But
No, you're cool, you're cool. I will definitely say that in the second half.
You got the batteries strapped in.
Yeah, batteries. Luckily, you got a power strip.
Yeah, power
That-
supply
that
makes it a lot
helps.
easier up here. You know, I thought they were going to come over and do a senior night thing, but maybe not.
I heard they were going to do that too at halftime from the coaches. So
That's what we did. So the girls did it last night, and we came over.
I think maybe they could just, yeah, here they come.
Yeah, here they come. It's a shame we're not in this one. Because that one's got you get a little bit of warmth.
Yeah.
You're kind of blocked.
Yeah.
But I guess.
What are we building this, or is
What's that? I think they're going to have to tear that. I think they said, yeah, it's not stable.
Yeah.
They're going to have to tear it down. But that's not a, you know, that's a budgetary item for capital improvement.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need the pair. On our senior night tonight, we want to honor the seniors, but tonight we're going to honor the seniors' parents. We honored the boys at our banquet at the end of the year. But we understand what a parent has to go through for an athlete, whether it's soccer or any other sport. Washing uniforms, late dinners, picking kids up late from practice, and then if they do other things like travel or whatever. Parents are a big part of this whole process. So tonight we're going to honor the parents, and then boys, you'll get your due later on. But our first one will be Header Tariq. His dad is here, Muhammad. So those are for you and your wife, and the goodies in there. Header's been with the program since 7th grade, all the way through, and this year he's really coming into his own, and he's scored, I think, 3 goals so far. So he's been doing a great job, and hope he can continue. Maybe get one tonight. Yeah. So thank you, Header and Mohammed Tariq. Thank you.
Dustin, his parents, Jeremy and James.
Got it.
Dustin is a senior, obviously, is really coming into his own this year too. We love the hockey player, soccer player combination. He always brings us great energy when he enters the field, as you probably saw earlier tonight. And hope we can keep that up, and maybe he can knock a goal one or two tonight as well. Congratulations, Dustin, Joseph, Sharp.
And that's a shot like that, far post, you tip your cap.
The boys also wrote you guys thank you notes for thanking you for all your awesome things. And then we have Brad.
Dropping in to get the ball.
I don't know as much about the other two as far as off-season training, but Brad has put in a ton of time, and because of that, Mom and Dad have had to do extra traveling to get him to goalie training, expenses for all that good stuff. Plus he's playing football, plus this does a lot of things, so I know his parents have really done a lot for him, and I know he's very appreciative. Kathy and Chris and Brad Ursig, here we go. And this is a card he wrote out to you guys. We have the family hug, nice job. Jack, get in there. You're part of the family, get in there. Maybe we can get a shot of the whole group. There you go, nice. Very good. So parents, thank you again so much for your support of our program, of the kids. It's hard to believe that you guys are seniors. I'm sure you guys are kind of pinching yourself. Your sons are seniors already, but thank you for all you do for your kids. All right, thanks a lot.
Okay, here we go. Second half underway. Throwing for Lake George. Lewis Lang trying to settle it. Turns to shoot, no good. Interception. Dante gets a little push to the back, and free kick for Lake George coming up. Dante trying to question that call. Nick Wagling with the kick, and now out of bounds, far side. AJ Moore gonna send it in, trying to find Ethan Scott, again out of bounds. Here comes Moore with the throw-in. Good shot. Tyler Drobridge trying to get that. I think that went in between the legs. Jack Welch gonna inbound it. Goes to the middle. Now Jack Clark back. He's got the ball now. Looking for options. Who's he going to choose? Going to the middle. Looks like Thomas. But he gets shut down. But back in control is Lake George. Rusha sends it up. Headed down by Ryan. Now Jace Hubert coming along. Up the middle looking for Ethan. Here comes Brad. And he got it. Ethan right there. Brad with the kick. I've just been told at halftime that Brad is a football player. He is the kicker for the football team, the Lake George Warriors. Lake George Warrensburg Wolverines. I almost forgot. They combine schools. Interesting how we have Bolton Warrensburg playing and combined as a soccer team. Warrensburg is also combined with Lake George for their football program, along with North Warren, I believe. And here we are playing Lake George, and that goes both players down. Looks like Ethan having trouble controlling the ball. Ethan and Cam Wolfield playing hard in the corner. Now another throw-in coming in for BW. Ethan, trying to get past that. So a lot of combined programs. I guess you got to do that when the attendance is a little shallow. Lewis with a shot. And that one just wide, but off of a Lake George defender. Here comes a corner for BW. AJ to take it. Let's see what happens here. Good ball. Oh, too much. Still in bounds. Jace Hubert with the ball. Looking for control. Remember, the yellow lines are the boundaries here. Oh, look at that! Brad came out and Dante headed it in. He scores. Bolton Warrensburg now at 2-0. Wow. Check out the replay. You can see Jace in the corner looking for options. Right. Tried to cover him, but Jace going to the middle, and Dante just headed in. I don't even think Brad touched it. It just hit right off of Dante's head and went in the net. From Bolton Warrensburg now out 2-0. Goal kick for BW. Here comes Tyler. Big rip. Lewis line with control. So that was Dante's 20th goal of the year. We were looking for that magic number 20, and we found it here tonight against Lake George. Ooh, this one kicked and still inbounds. Dalton bringing it back in. Jace Hubert with the ball now. Of course, they got to be right in front of the pole. But that's all right. Jace brings it back out to Dante. Oh, almost. Dalton with a shot. Dante right there, but Bragg, he grabbed it just in time. So BW still putting pressure on. Like George trying to get past the D's, still having issues controlling the ball. So far it's been Bolton Warrensburg here in the second half. And there's a trip. Free kick for BW. This time Dalton Dimash will take it. Ooh, nice save. Well, slide from Jace prevented it from going upfield. That's a pop-up. Now Jack trying to come up, going through the middle, but getting pressured hard. Dalton goes down. Now Shane on him and tried to find his teammate. Couldn't control it, out of bounds. Jack Welch to inbound it. Lake George trying to find a way to get past the offensive and defense. Oh, Dante trying to steal it. Not quite. Now here comes AJ. Good defense and another throw in for BW. Here comes Dante. Huge throw. But headed it first for Lake George. Back to Dante. Gonna bring it right back to the box. No. AJ shoots. And over the uprights again. AJ Moore, he's scored 6 points here tonight. Going through the uprights. Unfortunately, wrong sport. Doesn't count here at soccer. In all seriousness, AJ is one of the top players on his team to assist as well as score. I believe he's up to 7 goals this year. 6 goals. Oh, nope, 7. Looking at my notes right now, it's 7, and here he goes, far corner. Getting that ball back now. Senior captain and Justin Narusha sends it. Big ball trying to get Dante. Dante's bodying it, settles it. Gets double teamed though. Now Dante's slowing it down, taking his time, inbounding it. he'll try this again. Now Dante, he has the flip throw. He's done it before. Decides not to do it now. Maybe we'll see it a little later. Dante, great athlete, wrestler, and track star state track star champion. He went to states earlier. Wow, look at that spin on that ball. He went to states for track. I believe he finished in the top 10 in the state. And Lake George with a shot, and that's wide. Jack Clark with the shot there. Lake George brings it right back in. Now they're showing some life, but Arusha destroys the ball over the center line. And Dante couldn't handle it. Again, out of bounds. Bringing it right back to the box and finally seeing some action now. He scoops it up. Keith, a sophomore, first year on this Bolton Warrensburg squad as a goalie. He was the modified goalie the last 2 years, able to help that team go undefeated. As well as Jace Hubert, number 3, with the ball right now. Jace, the leading scorer for the modified team the last 2 years. Both got the call to move up to varsity this year. Now Moore with the ball, looking to make something happen. He takes a shot, kicked out by the D. And again, out of bounds. "25 minutes and 30 seconds left. Here comes Dalton. What a good stop by Jack Clark. Shane Mallory sending it back. And just wide. Subs for Lake George. Colton Shepard now in the game. This one on the ground. Dante brings it back to the corner. Lewis Lang trying to get that a hold of that. Not quite, but a throw in for Lake George. And more subs coming in. That's why the delay for Lake George. This play continues now. Dalton first touch, settles it. Goes back the other way to a wide open AJ Moore. Going to the middle. Lewis was there, but once again, Brad picks it up. So score is 2-0. Bolton Warrensburg hanging on to their lead right now. Tough play in there. And oh no, Dante trying to get in front now. Dalton with the ball. Thought about shooting, but goes to Jace. Jace went a little too far on that. Colton wins that battle and brings it back up the field, but again, Brad with the ball. Jace Hubert scored the first goal early in the first half, and look at the bounce on that ball. Rusha almost lost it. He's got it back, but Jack Sullivan gets a foot on it and out of bounds. Jace Hubert scored the first goal here in the first half, and just after the second half, Dante able to convert and score off a header. Hubert out, and now Stosh coming in the game, number 12 for Bolton Warrensburg. First time we see Stosh tonight, senior. And speaking of seniors, this is Lake George's senior game, honoring their seniors at halftime. You saw that here on BSPN. Nice ball from Dante, but Brad coming back out and scoops it up. Lewis couldn't quite get there in time. You might have saw Lewis say something to Brad right there. He said, "I almost got you there." And an offside call. Free kick for BW. Or Lake George, excuse me. Now Dalton with first touch. Here he comes, almost runs into Lewis. Keeps it in bounds. Still in bounds. Now Lewis with the ball. Going back to AJ Moore. He's going to shoot. Huge save from Brad on the ground. Almost slipped out of his hands, but able to recover quickly. Now the ball in the box on the BW side. But Lake George still having a tough time converting and getting the ball in the net. There's a hand. A free kick for Lake George. Jack going to take the kick. Wins right back for BW. Dalton now going for it. And Lewis there. But cleared out of bounds by the defense of Lake George. We're about halfway through the second half. Still 2-0. BW looking to score again. Here comes Dante giving directions. Big throw off of Lake George. Dante back with the ball. Going to the net. Stosh right there. He takes a shot. Left-footed. Once again, Brad scoops it up. Bolton Warrensburg, if they can hang on, will have another shutout. Will be their 9th shutout of the season. Bolton Warrensburg having the dream season this year with 10 seniors. Certainly helps to have their winning season and an undefeated season so far in the league and overall. Dante coming back. No good. Play continues. Throwbridge with the ball. Now 19 minutes on the clock. Shane trying to bring it up to Lewis. And Lewis just shooting nasty spin on that. And Brad, once again, picks it up. He's been busy here the last few minutes. Wow, there's that kick. We mentioned not only is he the keeper for the Lake George squad, but he's also the kicker for the Wolverine football team, the Warrensburg Lake George football team. But Rusha coming through, takes a shot, no good. Justin looking for the ball again. No, he's retreating back. As Colton now battling hard on the far side. Henry coming up with the ball. Still winning the ball. Got to get past AJ. And trying to shoot, no good. This one rolling in the corner. Rusha takes it back up, but still in bounds. Shane able to save it, gives it over to AJ. That one just out of bounds. Bolton Warrensburg, so far this year, we're talking about, as we get a call there, it will be Bolton Warrensburg free kick. We're talking about their undefeated season so far in their dream season. They've outscored their opponents 51-3. They've only allowed 3 goals this year. As AJ sends it, big kick. And with the season winding down and sectionals coming, Bolton Warrensburg hoping to go as far as they can go in sectionals. Even looking for a regional berth. And now Stosh with the ball. Back to Dalton. Lake George defense playing hard now. They don't want Bolton Warrensburg to score again. Dalton going to the near side. Trying to find no one, unfortunately. Cleared out by Lake George. Lake George, normally a powerhouse team. We all know that, everyone knows that, but not quite having the season they hope for this year, even though, you know, they still have a winning record. So far, 7-5 this year. As Ethan Scott back in the game for Bolton Warrensburg, number 1. Always a good game with any team against Lake George, but especially this year with Bolton Warrensburg, as we see Trace McGrath coming in the game for Bolton Warrensburg. First time we've seen him in the game. He's a senior also. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, these two teams have played already against each other earlier in the year, with Bolton Warrensburg coming up and winning that. There's a call right there. Call over Dante, and free kick coming up for Lake George, the Warriors. Let's see if Lake George can capitalize on this. Good ball in the box, but Sonley, he's got it. Read that just right. Now he launches it. Refs are letting him play tonight. Dalton coming through. Finding Dante. Can he beat it out? Here comes Brad. Brad down on the ground. Dante hit up and goes to the ground. He might have gotten into Brad, and Brad's still on the ground. It's not good for Lake George. Time is still running, and now they stop the clock. Here's the replay. Dalton sends it up. Brad scoops it up. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I don't think Dante actually touched him. He literally jumped over him. But Brad's hurting somewhere. But he gets up. He's walking away. He's going to have to come off the field now. That's his injury timeout. So unfortunately, not good news for Lake George. So what are they going to decide to do as far as a keeper? I'm sure we'll see Brad back in shortly. Looks like Aiden's going to get the call, come in for keeper. And we'll have a drop ball at the spot of the timeout. Scott with the ball in the middle. And a call. I'm not sure exactly what the call was. Nonetheless, it looks like a free kick for Lake George. Ethan sending it. Not quite. Dante not there. And Brad coming right back in the game. Gets a standing ovation from his fans. He's all right. So goal kick coming up now for Lake George with 12 minutes, 30 seconds left in regulation. I say regulation because you never know. We've seen those last second buzzers, last second goals. Tanner Monroe had a last second goal. I believe it was 2.8 seconds on Bolton's senior night game a couple of games ago. Of course, we saw that tremendous comeback here on BSPN. The girls' game, when they played Plattsburgh, scored 2 goals to tie it up. 4 minutes left in the game, and able to win it in overtime. So you got to watch until the end. Never know. It's Dante with control, far corner. Gonna bring it to the middle. Lewis there can control it. Leeson tried to headed it back down. Ball still in bounds. Here comes Dalton taking a shot, and oh, hits the upright, and a field goal again. How about that? Yes, I know. Does not count. I think they would have a total of 9 points so far. Yeah, you got to get it just a little bit lower next time. Oh, collision. Ball still in play. Oh, Lake George trying. Here comes a shot. No, Sonley, he's got it. Hayden with the shot for Lake George. Now, AJ sending it to, looks like Ethan. And good defending by Ryan. Crowd coming alive for Lake George. Keeps it up, back in the middle. Tana Monroe clears it. And now Dalton sends it. No one home. Dante heads it. Can he beat it out? No. And that one goes out of bounds. While I have a minute, I want to thank everyone for watching. I know there's a lot of you watching right now. Appreciate it. As we have a sub for BW. Jace Hubert back in for Shane Mallory. Got 9 minutes left. Now Hubert getting double teamed. He just came back in the game and he gets double teamed. Trying to break free, but good defending by Nick. And shot by Jace. Brad able to pick it up. Dante steals it. Oh, who'd that go off of? It went off of Dante. Nope, it went off of Lake George. So Dante's going to throw it. There's that move. You just saw it. Right to Brad, but Brad loses it, and he kicks it out. He went into the hands of Brad, but lost grip, and he just slams it out. From the flip throw from Dante Corrival. We told you we'd see that flip throw, and there it was. AJ Moore bringing it back. Header. Oh, off the top of the crossbar. Wow. AJ Moore, I think, hit that. And just settled on top of the crossbar. But they're saying Brad touched it. And it's going to be a corner for BW. Moore to take the cock at the shot, and everyone lining up, trying to get in position. Here it comes. Header by Dante, big save and another header by Ethan. Big save from Brad again. Wow. Brad lost his glasses, and he literally just came back in on injury timeout. Had two huge saves right there. Give credit, I think Dante headed it in, Brad saved it. Came out of his hands and Ethan headed it in. Brad saved it again and fell on it. And there's a push off of Dustin. And it looks like they're stopping the clock. And a yellow card comes out. Dustin gets a yellow card. So now a free shot for BW. We see some major saves from Brad. Let's see if he can save this one. Well, about the 25 yards from the net as we see more subs for Lake George. No, pushing it back. All right. Let's see what happens here. Right to Brad. Reads it right and catches it. And another monster hit. Huge bounce. Tanner with a header. The boys are battling hard right to the end. Here comes Trace McGrath. Ethan bringing it back. Here comes Dante. No, he takes a shot and didn't know where he was and just out of bounds. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left. Jason Brandon battling. Chase wins that. Not quite though, and that's out of bounds. Still throwing for BW. 5 minutes now on the clock. BW in control. Been having a tough time though, trying to get past Brad here in the last half of the second half. So we see some good battles on the field. Neither team giving up. AJ Moore brings it back. Dante going up to the box. Ethan Scott right there, but Brad once again grabs a hold of it. And good try there, but McGrath sent it back. Moore with the battle, pops it up. Header from Lewis to Ethan. Ethan going again to Brad, and once again Brad. The saves have been awesome. So many shots on goal for BW. This game would be much higher score if not for Brad. And now Lake George looking for some momentum here late in the second half. Is that one out of bounds? Looks like a goal kick coming up. Kind of trying to figure out which sides to drop it. And actually taking some time off the clock. Which if you're BW, that's the right thing to do. Still BW ball. Hands it over to McGrath. Lewis Lang with control. Gets around one. Oh, off of, oh, look out. Brad picks it up. Lewis trying to score. Lewis is actually the second leading scorer behind Dante, with 9 so far this year. He's only a sophomore too. Plenty more soccer for him to come in the years. And it takes a shot. Huge save again from Brad. Brad keeping busy. Now 2 minutes on the clock. Here comes Lake George. Big cross, but is it still in bounds? Yes, it is. No call. Play continues. Lake George throwing. Minute 30. Warrensburg trying to keep the shutout. And the Mosh clears it out. Lake George is going to try again one more time. No, but Tyler gets in front of it. It'll be a throw-in for Lake George. Now under a minute. Here it comes again. No. Cleared out by Justin. Lewis bringing it up to Ethan. Good defense by Lake George. 30 seconds. Dalton Dimash, one more time. Gonna make a last attempt. Gets a pass. 2 shoots. Scooped up again by Brad. Dalton goes down. Now with 10 seconds on the clock. And there's the final whistle. Game is over. Bolton Warrensburg hangs on and wins 2-0 final. Great game, great effort by both teams. As they both shake hands, they are friends, know each other well. Who knows if we'll see them in sectionals? We'll see. So a quick goal recap. Jace Hubert scores early in the first half, about the midway point, making it 1-0. That's where we stood at the half. The second half, it was Dante that headed it in. Off an assist from Jace. 2-0. Bolton Warrensburg tried to score more goals, but good defending and good keeper from Brad, able to prevent that. Only a 2-0 game, but Bolton Warrensburg still remains undefeated overall. And here come your Lake George Warriors. The Lake George Warriors saluting their fans. This was their senior night game. Congrats to them. All right, great game tonight. Thank you everyone for watching. We're gonna sign off. Appreciate everyone for watching. Once again, final score, Bolton Warrensburg 2, Lake George 0. Bolton Warrensburg takes the win. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. We'll see you at the next one. BSPN and WCSN. Good night.